What's up, guys? Popo here. Thank you very much for coming to the channel. What I want to talk to you today about is something that I've been having a problem with. The USB mixer. They're both USB mixer. We're going to be talking about the Signature 22 multi-track and then the Allen and Heath Z428. Now, the audio you're hearing is actually coming out of the Soundcraft MTK22. But the other day, I'm sitting here listening and I'm trying to get good audio coming through here. And if you listen to previous videos, you can hear the hiss noise or background noise or floor noise. I'm learning the terms. I'm learning a whole lot of stuff about this. And um, one thing that I was not aware of, I checked my cables. I got power conditioners. I checked my house with the wires and my outlets. Everything's reading fine. I bought new wires. I'm like, why am I still getting, I turn on my speakers and I just hear this freaking noise and it sounds like this. And one thing that I didn't know about this mixer that I want to share with you guys, and you might want to check on your mixer. The mixer is dope. It's going to sound good. It sounds a whole lot better than just spitting it out of there. You're going into individual tracks. The USB return's really cool. On this mixer, there's USB return on every single channel. So if I go into my computer and I come back out, I can say I want my kick on 1, snare on 2, strings on 14. It doesn't matter. You can have all your USB coming back, which is super dope and it sounds good. Then you can go back in through your groups and print track, yada yada. It sounds good. But when you have that phantom power, let me stick on the USB real quick because the Allen and Heath board only has 2-channel USB. Reason I got a good deal on this because the guy wanted this mixer. He wanted it to come out all the channels. I didn't want any USB coming out of the channel because I already had this. This will spit all the channels across the tracks. Okay? This one here, only 2 channels go backwards and forward, which is dope. I don't even need that. I could rip the USB out of that mixer. I don't need it. Okay, so we did the USB on here. This one's got USB on all the tracks. That one's only got 2. Okay? This one's going to give you 22 tracks of USB return. That one's only going to give you 2. I wouldn't even recommend doing the USB thing. I'm not trying to talk about them. I'm trying to get on to the hiss noise of it, but at the same time give a comparison. This was driving me absolutely insane. I did nothing for the last week and a half and throughout the last 4 years struggle with audio. And I want to share this. The phantom power on this particular mixer. And I don't know if Mackie does it. I don't know if the newer mixers. I know I've had a lot of people have the same problem. And it's the damn phantom power. There's only one button on here. And when you hit it, it pops. But you get that noise per channel. There is no phantom power off for this. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I sure the hell don't see it. No phantom power off. So when phantom power is on, it's on all of these jokers at the same time. So I was using it and had keyboards that didn't require phantom power going into here, and they were getting phantom power, and I was just hearing all kinds of noise and digital shit that I did not want, and it was just really, really aggravating. And like I said, I'll rewire this whole joker. I've gone into this little audio interface, which is super dope. It gives, at least it gives you the option if you want phantom power on one channel or the other. I'm actually giving this to my brother. I gave him an MPC, and I'm gonna hook him up with this and this little microphone so he can at least record vocals, and then bring them back over here so I can fatten them up through here. But I've been really just wanting to get the sound good, and I finally got the sound to where it's decent. Now, if I turn the phantom power off, And I can see the meters actually drop all the way on my screen. I was running, uh, looks like -50. I was doing -50 on OBS with doing nothing. And that's how it was with this Phantom Power on. So I went and just plugged everything into this mixer. I'm just going out one of these. And I turned the Phantom Power off. Long story short, I could have had it hooked up the way that I did and turned that Phantom Power off, but I wouldn't have been able to use the mic. Now, this mixer over here has Phantom Power 48 volt per channel. So this mic's only going in Phantom Power. Doesn't, you know what I'm saying? It just something to consider. You got two microphones or anything that requires Phantom Power, you can select which channel. This mixer, no, it's going to give you Phantom across the whole board. And I didn't know that before. I've been struggling with this. So if you have a microphone plugged into one of these and you got Phantom Power hooked up, I'm using this as like an AD converter. This is what's going into my computer right now. I'm just coming out of this USB into my computer. That's the audio that you're hearing. And it's great and everything like that. But once you hit that Phantom Power, you're going to get some noise. And I thought it was me. Again, one more thing about this mixer. I wanted to go out of a mixer into something else. There's no output. There's only group outs. Groups 1, 2, 3, and 4. You got auxiliaries 1, 2, 3, and 4. But I'm talking about each individual channel. On this mixer over here, you have outs per channel. I'm not saying one mixer is better than the other, but if you're looking for one, consider these things because it's a pain in the ass to figure out down the road what each one does. I mean, if you look at the layout, it's just, this one's really, really dope. I love this mixer because it's got the 22 USB channel return. I can do A/B comparison, make sure it's got like a print track on here. It's very, very dope if you want that. But when I had to have a microphone plugged into here that required Phantom Power, I hit that button, fucked up everything else. Is all. So yeah, I'm glad I got into this mixer over here, and I got it going into here without the Phantom, and with it, it sounded like this, dude. It was just, it it literally sounded like that, and it's not because it's super loud or anything like that, or I'm talking, but that was the difference. If you go back and listen to my videos, I'm like, hey guys, I'm Polly Popo. And the shit's at, yeah, -55. That's where it was. It was, and I had to EQ this. I'm like, cool, I'm learning how to roll off the back and do all this and do all that. Learning how to do all kinds of cool stuff. Like I'm learning terminology. Oh yeah, roll off the high end. And no, it was that shit was not hitting right. So now I can get in here and actually get really nice, good, clean signal. I can tell the meter drops. It's just, I was getting tons of distortion. It was distorting out when I was hitting it. And the same for over here. You can't even tell anything's on in the studio, but there's a lot of shit on in here. Now I can add a little bit of makeup and gain over here. With the compressor on, it's gonna add, I'm sorry. That's good noise. That's noise that I want. Yes, sir. And if I turn that down, I'm zeroed out. Like I have zero, it goes all the way down. the meter. It goes all the way down. Right on, guys. I'm Polypopo. I hope this was a cool video for you. Nothing wrong with the mixer. Mixer is dope. It's gonna make it sound good. It has its own sound to it. When you go into the EQ on like Pair EQ, you can see the floor. This mixer, I don't use a DAW at the moment. I don't have a computer hooked up to any of this stuff. Not saying I won't, but if I were to just want to print out all of my tracks, I go to my MPC and this will read all my tracks and print them all out. It's just super dope to be able to do that. But to be able to go into like a real 80 converter, like I'm looking at the that master bus compressor because I was using this little Synodo, which isn't bad. But I want to be able to come out stereo out of here and do that the right way. But this is definitely helping out, and I hope the audio is coming out a lot better. I can still EQ things a little bit to help out, but I got this running in pretty damn hot. Pretty damn hot. Right on, guys. Any questions about these mixers, let me know. That's kind of what I just wanted to go about today, was a USB on every channel. This mixer has phantom power, but it affects every channel at the same time once it's engaged. The audio quality doesn't, I mean, you're hearing it, honestly. The preamps are dope, but once you hit that phantom power, it's kind of crazy. There's no outputs per channel. This one does have all of that other stuff. It's got inserts, outputs per channel, 48 power for each channel, and I think it sounds a little better, honestly. I like the way this one handles a lot of stuff. But yeah, that's all I got today, guys. I hope this was a good video. And if you want to see anything in the future, let me know. I'm going to get back on here now that I got good sound. And that's just a journey that I'm on, is to get good sound. And so how the hell does it get to good sound? And we're getting there little by little. Right on. I'll see you guys on the next one.